Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary Perdue, for being here today. I appreciate sitting down to visit with you last week. I enjoyed hearing your perspective on the wildfire funding challenge the Forest Service is facing, and look forward to working with you through the Interior Department Appropriations Subcommittee to address that and other issues important to the Forest Service. Shifting over now to cuts in staff at USDA. Making a living in rural America gets harder and harder each year, and the safety nets USDA offers are often integral to the success of small farms and ranches. The proposed staffing cuts in the President's FY18 budget eliminates 5,200 positions. As I read it, the majority of the staffing cuts are in the field, not in D.C. These cuts will make it extremely difficult, if not impossible, for rural and frontier communities to successfully access USDA's programs at the Farm Service Agency, NRCS, and rural development. How can we work together to avoid these cuts and support good customer service for USDA services across rural America where they need these agents the most?
Thank you, Senator. I think our challenge and our opportunity, as Senator Tester has said, is to do more with less, not less with less. And that's really what I commit to you today, is that we've got to find the right size budget to make sure that that we do the job. I'm an outcome kind of person, and we believe in metrics of accountability. And we want to be judged by that, but we do have to have the resources to do that. So whether it's 5,200 people or what is the right size, I think you may have heard the fact, or I may have expressed to you that day when we met, that as governor of Georgia for 8 years, I had not voluntarily, but of 8 budgets presented to the General Assembly, 5 had less money than the year before. Those were those glorious high economic times of 2003 to 2011. I didn't necessarily choose to have that, but we were a balanced budget state and managed to that. So I'm going to take what you all as this Appropriations Committee recommend, and with consultation, we will help you all determine where we can give a little and where we need some, and work toward making sure that those frontline workers, which are the most important in any organization, are not the ones that are cut, certainly in those customer-facing situations. Frankly, one of the reasons I wanted to combine NRCS and FSA was to have a critical mass of people in the office. So many of these offices only had 2 people, and if one was on vacation and one had a sick child or was sick, then nobody was there. So with a critical mass, I think, and everybody helping the customer, focused on the customer and their needs, irrespective of what they are, we can do better. So I'm with you, and we look forward to having a budget that will adequately address the issues that you're concerned about.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, I understand you are here to defend the President's budget, and I don't believe there is much support for the USDA budget request on this committee, especially the cuts to rural development, conservation programs, and research. In particular, I'm extremely disheartened by the cuts in programs that enhance our water security. The administration's budget proposal zeroes out funding for the Watershed Rehabilitation Program, Water Bank Program, Small Watershed Rehabilitation Program, Emergency Watershed Protection Program, and Conservation Security. New Mexico is a water-constrained state, as many of our western states are, and climate change is exacerbating the challenge faster than anywhere else across the nation. According to the last water use census by the state of New Mexico, 78% plus of our water is used in agriculture. The state needs more investment in the program slated to be cut by the proposed budget in order to make our agricultural producers more efficient while addressing New Mexico's water shortages. If this committee provides funds for rural development, conservation programs, and research, which we expect to do, will you commit to working with me and other members of this committee to implement these programs in New Mexico as Congress intended, notwithstanding the President's budget request?
Senator, in New Mexico and the other 49 states as well.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your service and look forward to visiting with you as we work through this process.
Thank you.